What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Tuesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott and it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume my content, so thank you. This morning I want to touch on a couple of things, so I might do them in a couple of separate videos. Firstly, China Central Bank. Just a test. It's just a test. But China Central Bank confirms digital yuan mobile app trials. It's happening, it's coming. China Central Bank confirmed it will be testing a mobile application for storing and exchanging the digital yuan. After screenshots circulated on social media, the People's Bank of China aims to roll out internal tests for the National Digital Currency DECP in Shenzhen. Suzhou, Zhongyang and Chengdu, sorry, butcher Chinese sometimes. According to the bank, they're the four cities basically, the four places they're going to attack and test it. According to the bank's Friday statement, the same four cities were named on a registration page for the test application. Now the PBOC, the bank, went out of its way to emphasise that this is just a test. The rumoured information about the DECP on the internet is part of the test in our research and development process, and it does not mean the digital yuan has been launched officially. An unnamed official from the China Digital Currency Institute said in the statement. The official said the pilot projects in these four cities are internal closed-circuit tests that will not affect commercial operations of the companies involved, Chinese financial markets, or fiat currency circulation outside of the test environment. The PBOC did not give a clear schedule for the projects. However, the bank said it plans to run another internal test during the Winter Olympic Games hosted in Beijing in 2022. 2022. The Chinese Central Bank assembled a task force to study a potential national virtual currency in 2014, 6 years ago. Approved by the State Council, the PBOC invited major state-owned commercial banks and other influential institutions to design a system for the digital yuan in 2017, 3 years ago. The bank denied reports in August that it was planning to launch a digital yuan in November 2019, sorry. So let's just back it up a little bit there and have a little chat about this now. The bank said it plans to run another internal test during the Winter Olympic Games hosted in Beijing 2022. What does that tell you? Does that tell you guys that the People's Bank of China still intends to be testing DLT and CBDCs by 2022? So all these people, and again, we're not saying it can't happen. We're not saying that the crypto market's not going to moon on the back end of some recession, depression, and God knows what happens. I saw oil the other day. I ain't going to speak about that. Like what? Naughty oil, mate. What? There's no doubt in most of our minds that we can see new all-time highs within the next 6 months, next 12 months, next 2 years to summer 2022. Might well happen the more tests happen and the more private sector applications we see come out. But guys, the ISO migration is basically a roadmap of how long it's going to take for most central banks to get on board with this. Some are going to be ready in 2022 towards the back end of it. Some will be 2023. Some will be 2024. All of them by 2025. Keep trying to say it's 2025 when it really starts happening, and everyone's like, oh yeah, but it's too far away, that, innit? It's too, yeah. Well, keep saying that, mate. Keep saying it's too far away, because I've got a feeling it's going to come faster than most people think. It's 2015, not long ago. Seriously, gee, the last 2 years has absolutely flown. So the fact of the matter is now, when people start saying to you, central banks and this, central banks that, CBD this, CBD that, DLT, I don't believe in digital money. Why would the central banks test it? Just show people this. Why is central banks testing it then, mate? Do you know what I mean? There's people in England that don't realise how young the 100 penny pound is. They don't realise how young the 100 penny pound is. It's like they think that's been the pound forever. For as long as there was English money, it's been the pound and there's been 100 pennies in it. That's what it's like most millennials and most people think. It's not the case. It's not the case. It's barely 50 years old now. We've spoke about it before, decimalisation. We went through decimalisation. Now we're going through digitisation, the digitalisation, however you want to say it. But decimalisation of the pound, occurred in 1971. 50 years next year. So, excuse me. So anyone before then was using sixpence, and before decimalisation, 12 pence made a shilling and 20 shillings made a pound. So 12p 20 times, it was 240 pence per pound. 12p per shilling, 20 shillings per pound, British coins. It's absolutely unbelievable. People, the first decimal coins were calculated in 1968. These were the 5 pence to 10 pence and had values of 1 shilling and 2 shillings respectively under the pre-decimal system. The decimal coins are minted. So people who don't know that happened don't realise how much money can change in 1 year, in 1 fucking year. One year went from 220 pennies per pound and 20 shillings per pound to 100 pennies, 5 20p's, 10 10p's. That there's no shilling then, no farthings and all that. Go further back to all that stuff. People acting like money's never changed. Money's about to change again. It's about to go digital. And the sooner people like investment fund managers realise that, the sooner they can capitalise on it and use the information to their advantage. Absolutely, completely unbelievable how some people still doubt it. But China tested the digital yuan. Believe it, mate. It's happening. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Tuesday. Another video coming shortly about the popularity of XRP, mate. In fact, might as well just carry it on now, Anna. One sec. Jesus. Try and get it up, guys, if I can't get it up fast. No, Google. You know when you're about to push Google and it's like it knows what you're going to push and it throws an ad there and you push the ad instead of push, you feel like, I know AdSense, I know your game, mate. We're going to type Ripple in Google, we're going to go to news and we are going to look for Santander launches new international money app, but not using XRP. Yeah, well, it will when it wants to tap into YLP, mate, so shut your mouth. Here we go. We'll get back to that in a minute, Santander. This might end up an half an hour video, this, in the end. We're going to get back to Santander. But eToro, baby. What are you doing to me? Newslogical.com. So the London headquartered trading platform has over 7 million XRP hodlers, baby. Holders, it says. I said hodlers. So more than 7 million holders of the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, XRP, are on a London headquartered, brokered and trading platform. A report has confirmed. The report's actually on the Twitter. I was reading it this morning. You can go on my Twitter, go down, it'll have an eToro report. Click that. Loads of lovely little charts and that if you want to look at the charts and the numbers. Probably means fuck all to you, but they're nice charts. They look beautiful little charts. So the global social trading and multi-asset brokerage company eToro has revealed that more than 50% of its users are investors in XRP cryptocurrency. A report jointly written by eToro and The Tie has shown. The report, titled The State of Digital Assets Q1 2020, which is meant to detail everything about trading on eToro, shows that Ripple's native digital asset is more beloved than Bitcoin and Ethereum by users of the platform. Data from the trading report highlights that as of April the 1st, 54.5% of eToro's global user base of 13 million users are invested in XRP, the digital token. Bitcoin has 35% of eToro's user base, and Ethereum has 23.9%, and the second and third respectively. They are followed by Litecoin, which is 14.5%. Although the report reveals that the number of global Twitter users discussing XRP fell significantly by 16%, with the price of the digital asset falling by 9.5%, still XRP has a relative 2.4% outperformance when compared with Bitcoin. The trading platform brought out diverse information about notable crypto assets in the report. According to the report on eToro trading platform, XRP has over 3 million followers compared to Bitcoin, Litecoin and Ethereum with 827,000, 976,000 and 5 million followers respectively. Interesting. Aside from London, UK, eToro also has registered offices in the United States, Australia, Israel and Cyprus. Recently, NewsLogic reported that Western Union is experimenting with the RippleNet platform. Based on the report, it is possible the world's largest remittance firm make use of XRP for cross-border payments as adapted by its rival MoneyGram. However, Western Union has not updated the world on how far they have gone with testing. Testing. 1, 2. Did I get that one? Boom. Oh, Ripple's donated to battling COVID. As the fight against COVID-19 continues, Ripple is joining the world in tackling a pandemic. Ripple as a company with a mission to help the world. Ripple for Good is setting aside a huge fund to help combat the virus. For a start, Ripple is donating to the Bay Area $1 million, and Chris Larson's donated $5 million. Well done. Good job. Santander launches new mobile money app. Ripple and XRP technology not included. I love how they put that. Like, gives a shit. So they're not using. You expect every single financial payment provider in the future to use Ripple tech? It makes me laugh because Ripple created ILP. The people at Ripple created ILP. So the minute they tap into ILP, you're tapping into Ripple tech. So check your terminology and put yet, mate. Don't use Ripple tech yet. Don't use XRP yet. You're talking like they're never going to use it. So Spanish banking giant Santander is launching a new money transfer app in the United Kingdom, but unlike the company's other payments app, this one isn't utilising Ripple's technology. PayGoFX is a new low-cost mobile international payment transfer service that's open to anyone interested in sending money out of the UK, regardless of which bank they use. Santander's other payments app, OnePay FX, uses Ripple's payment messaging system to move money between currencies. The product, which is a competitor to the international financial network SWIFT and does not utilise XRP, is designed to help financial institutions settle fiat-to-fiat transactions in real time by using messaging to clarify and verify transaction details. Pago FX isn't following suit, however. The company replied to an inquiry on Twitter about the direction of its platform with respect to Ripple and XRP. In response to the outbreak, Pago plans to offer its transfer services without fees until mid-June, up to a cumulative limit of £3,000 per customer. So they'll let you off with £3,000 worth of fees in the next few months. That's pretty decent. After that, standard fees for transferring money to the Eurozone. So it's blah, blah, blah. Oh, standard fee. Why are you charging people money to send their own money? Why are you charging people fees to send their own money, mate? It's like charging someone to walk down a fucking street. It's like charging someone to come out of their house to walk through their own garden. Oh, you charge it to walk over that space there, mate. It's our tarmac, that. It's their own fucking money. You're charging them. So, they're not using XRP, they're not using XRP. Well, I tell you what, they will use XRP through ILP, because I won't be using that app. I think I'm going to use that app and be charged to send me own money. I think I'm going to continue to use ATMs that make me pay to get me own money. Do you think I'm going to continue to put up with being bummed daily for me own fucking money? No. Shit's going to change. Zum is going to wipe the floor with these apps. The more trust lines Zum adds, make no mistake, the more trust lines to different exchanges, to different currencies, it's going to wipe the absolute floor with apps like this that still want to charge you a fee. Wirex, Uphold, Santander, I don't care who it is, I don't care whose app it is. If you're not trying to bring your fees and your transaction cost down to zero, then you're not doing enough, mate. You're not doing enough. I want to get some of them on. I want to have a conversation with someone who's like, why are you still charging fees, mate? It's our money. You're charging me to send my money somewhere. No, it's not happening. You can get fucked. Should be free to send money, and that's what the W3C says. It's going to be that frictionless and that cheap in the future that you won't even notice it as a payment. You won't even recognise payments. It'll just be a transfer of value or a transfer of services. It'll just be an exchange of value, a trade. It won't be a payment. There'll be two-way. It's a current payment. The only two-way you get is the money goes one way. You get a product, say you get a Mars bar or something from Tesco. That Mars bar, for as long as it exists, has got value on it, and the only thing that's really dictating that value is the receipt that you've got. And the minute you burn the receipt's gone, and the value is what anyone wants to pay for it. But if that receipt was a smart contract on a ledger, then it's two-way value in it, and for as long as the Mars bar exists, it's that value that it says on the contract. It's no, I'll give you... No, the fucking value's there, mate. I want what it says on a smart contract. If you want the Mars bar, that's an exchange of true value, not just paid for a Mars bar. Do you know what I mean? That's what they mean by payments are going away. Whereas you won't just pay and then you feel like you're getting a product and not a trade of value. It's up to you what you do with a Mars bar. You can hold the Mars bar. You buy the Mars bar at 50p. I know about 75p now. So you buy a Mars bar at 50p. Sit on it till the 75p each and sell it on. Is that not? I mean, come on. What's the difference between doing that with a shed full of bottles of Coke and some gold? You got £1,000 worth of Coke, got £1,000 worth of gold. If you'd have bought £1,000 worth of Coke in 2017, there'd have been £1 each. Summer 2017, after the inflation, they're 125 each. Now they're like 160 each. So if you'd have bought 1,000 bottles of Coke 3 years ago and were still in date, obviously, they've gained 60%. You're nearly 100% gains in 3 years on Coca-Cola. What the fuck's... Has gold got up 60% in the last 3 years? Because Coke has. Freddos, mate. Freddos have gone up like 200% in the last fucking 7 years. It's crazy. And imagine they had smart contracts to them. I'm laughing and that, and it's funny, but I'm not fucking joking. Receipts will be smart contracts in the end. It will be a receipt of value for a product or a service that you receive. Unbelievable. And that is truly when Santander will use XRP, when they tap into ILP, because I ain't going to use a Santander app. So what happens if someone using Santander wants to send me value? I want to receive XRP, mate. Don't want your fucking pounds. Keep your GBP and your USD and shove it. I want XRP, Mister using Santander app. So how's your app gonna send me XRP without tapping into some Ripple tech, you weapon? It's a no-brainer, guys. It's happening. It's done. Just sit and be patient till 2025. Hopefully it moves before it, but I'm telling you now, man, come 2025, we are going to be like, I'm not a told you so kind of guy, mate, but if people start giving me shit, they're going to get it, or the ones that have given me shit, I'm just going to be in front of them like, how was your investment, lad? Did you buy any of that XRP shit I was on about? Did buy none? Buy any Carver, any ADA, any XLM, buy any EOS, buy any Litecoin, buy any Ethereum? Did you buy any of it, mate? I'm telling you to buy it all and diversify every fucking day nearly. And when I get time, I do a video and I'm telling you, invest in the internet of value. That doesn't mean just go out and buy XRP, remortgage your house and spend it all on XRP. It means invest in any digital asset you think is relevant to the internet of value. But that's got to be XRP and Ethereum without a shadow of a doubt, because Ethereum's linked directly to Hyperledger for the public network. Hyperledger Quilt through ILP with XRP, Interledger Protocol itself. Do you know what I mean? But then you've got IOTA, you've got XLM, you've got competitors, you've got other choices that people can use. Go and invest in them all, guys. Seriously. Invest in the internet of value. Invest in yourself. Live long and hodl it. Get patient. Get patient, guys, because there's too many impatient people in the space. Too many people that just wanted to get rich quick, and now they're not getting rich quick. There's a hell of a lot of negativity popping up. Twitter at times, I'm very rarely on Twitter at the moment. It's proper getting to me. It's just everywhere I look, there's a bit of negativity or a bit of FUD. Muddy fudders running around everywhere trying to drag people down because they've lost faith, whatever. It's just, yes, it's an ugly space at times. So all about the positivity, and take care. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. Get happy, get healthy. You know the scripts. We love crypto, we love XRP, we love IOV, and we love you. We love the fat China are testing the digital yuan already. So get on that shit. You know the danger. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.